The Isaac solution is basically an in-cab solution that's a lot more than an ELD. It's a solution that drivers love. We build it thinking about them as a user, how they're going to be using the solution. We care a lot about how many clicks they will need to do to get the job done. We try to just bring everything in front of them and keep it very simple. Our goal is to keep it simple for them and make it easy for a fleet to onboard the drivers on the solution. Our goal is for fleets to be able to onboard drivers within 15 minutes on the solution. Show them the power button, show them what the user password is so they get going. And anytime they will have an issue with the system or a question, well, the fleets can click on the map, select their truck, remote control into the tablet to see what the driver sees and actually click on the screen for him. So really teaching the driver what to do when he needs it, right? So that's really the objective of the solution. Of course, it comes with a ton of back office softwares and reporting for fleets to be able to manage their inspections, DVIRs, logs, integration to the dispatch software, to Loadmaster, to Document Power, and the different softwares that McLeod offers. Our new integration to the McLeod software is really amazing because it puts us in control of the integration and the workflow that we're providing customers. So the new cloud-based API that McLeod has released allows us to build the integration for the customer. So when the customer is ready to move with Isaac, we're ready to deploy it right away, customize the workflow to what this specific customer needs, going through the blueprinting phase and then implementation phase to really get down to what the customer needs, a hook, a load, an unload, what the customer needs for each of those events. The other thing that's really cool about it is whenever the customer requirements are changing, their business needs are changing, we're ready to do that change with them. So we don't have to wait for McLeod to be ready to do it. Just us and the customer, we're able to do it whenever we're ready. So that gives us a lot of power on what's going to be happening with the workflow, how much it will evolve with time. The other thing, the integration that we have today with McLeod does encompass all the positions, all the hours of services, all the messages, everything about the workflow to synchronize deliveries and pickups and whatnot, and everything about the document imaging with the document power integration. So whenever the driver is going to be scanning the proof of delivery, which is a thing that he does within the workflow at Isaac, through the delivery workflow, we ask the driver to scan the POD. He's not going to see anything else until he's done with the delivery step, and the delivery step includes scanning the POD, and that document will automatically flow back into Document Power with all the right tags on what that order was, what the trailer was, what the tractor was, without even asking the driver, just because we know what stop he was on and what he was delivering at that moment. Isaac Coach is our roots. That's where we started with the data back from the motorsports day, where we were teaching race car drivers to go quicker around the racetrack. We really took that concept into trucking, just helping truck drivers go more fuel efficiently from point A to point B. So the way the Isaac Coach works is we give an indicator, 3 circles to the driver to tell him how much pedal he should be using at a very specific moment through accelerations, through decelerations. We tell him how much pedal to use so he has just enough power to counter the resistance that's against him. That resistance could be coming from a very heavy load, a very steep hill, a front-facing wind. We don't care about that. We just give him enough pedal so that he can counter it and just be the most fuel efficient possible. The outcome for the fleet is that the fleets are able to save on fuel and reward drivers that help them save on fuel by giving them incentive or incentive or bonuses based on how well they've performed following the Isaac Coach. The Isaac Coach, in the end, it's a score, right? It's a score that you can use to score your fleet, whatever the driver did today, whether he did a long haul or he did some city driving, no matter what the load, no matter where he went, no matter the outside temperature, we don't care about that. We really score the driver on what he controls. He controls the pedal, he controls the gauges. That's what we score him on. So a driver that did 95%, he's done everything he can, or he could have, to be able to do the best fuel optimization he could with the truck that he was given and the load he was given. The Isaac predictive workflow was thought about to make sure that we reduce the amount of screen clicks the driver needs to do to get the job done, right? The drivers took that driving position to drive a truck, not to be filling up information on a tablet, on a device, not to play with electronics, right? That's not their goal. So the fleet needs automation to come back so they can follow their loads, so they can invoice their customers quicker. We want to still keep that super easy for the driver. So what's really cool about the predictive workflow is whenever the driver comes to a stop and pulls on the parking brake, we're going to beep and ask him, what do you do? We will just show him what to do next. We will tell him the next steps. We'll just guide the driver step by step through the circle of service, through the journey he needs to accomplish. You know, that is from the navigation to get there, to pulling the parking brake. Here's your stop, here's what you need to do here, hook a preloaded trailer, complete this, depart when you're ready. We just want to keep things simple. Just to give you an example, fleets that were like using other solutions requiring 35 to 40 screen clicks, when you count everything they need to do, get that down to 4 or 5 clicks on the Isaac device. That's what we're talking about like using the predictive workflow, and that's what we mean by, you know, making it super easy for the driver. We just want to make it easy for them at the end of the day.